I think black is such a classic for a reason. It looks good on everybody, and there's so many ways to modify it to your client's personal style, and I think we really saw that here. There was just so many different variations of black, and um, to me, I'd rather see a black gown that is covered in fringe like Jenna Ortega or like draped all around the body and hugging the form like Teyana Taylor than just like a simple column dress that just hugs the body. And I think we really saw that here. There were so many different variations. Timothy Chalamet loves to play with color. He loves to lean into method dressing. And, one year he'll be in a neon green shirt. The next event, he's in a neon orange, arm in arm with Kylie Jenner. So to see him take more of a quote unquote grown up approach with his fashion is just a telltale sign that he's taking this season really seriously with Marty Supreme, and an he wants to be considered a lead actor for his art and not so much his fashion. And you can tell because he's taking that more grown-up approach. Everything is a little bit more understated. The tailoring is a little bit more generous and not so skin tight. It's again more grown up, and I think that's fascinating because he's such a style chameleon. All.
Garner, right here. Garner, turn. Garner, do a flip. Garner, right in front of you, Garner.
Hudson was wearing Armani and Connor was wearing Saint Laurent. I think, again, it really goes to show that brands are leaning into the virality of the algorithms. Like before, up and coming stars would really have to like pay their dues and wait for these big brands to like jump on them. But now, within a month, these two have become like the hottest things out there, and like seeing these high-end brands really embrace that is really exciting because it goes to show that like to stand out nowadays in fashion, brands really have to lean in to these up and coming stars who are like owning the moment and really, taking up space.
Patrick, get you on the spot, sir. Patrick, to your left, Patrick. To your left, Patrick. Patrick, to your left. Patrick, to your left, Coleman.
That's a fly suit, Mr. Domingo. That's a fly suit, brother. Got that. Show it to him.
Men's brooches are always such a nice way to add a little bit of flair to a tuxedo, a suit. And, when you have a silk lapel, I feel like it just adds a really nice sheen to things. Look at, Connor's story with his Tiffany bird on a rock brooch. I thought that was just like the perfect amount of bling to a classic look. It catches your eye. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you had Coleman Domingo with like over a dozen diamond Boucheron brooches that cascaded down the lapel. I really love Tessa Thompson's Balenciaga look. It was covered in these like fish scale chartreuse sequins. And what I loved is that it was a callback to her character Hedda's dress that she wore throughout the film. Apparently, she wore a green dress throughout, but this was more of an amped up version of that. So it's always so fun when actresses call back to their nominated film roles in a sartorial way.